Okay, so supposedly my cameo from Adore Delano's in, and I'm gonna watch it right now. I'm so excited. I just received my little pound cake doll from Alaska this morning too, so it's just ooh, okay. I'm gonna watch it now.
Hey Chris, it's Adore, and I really want you to read my charts because I know my moon is a Libra, my sun's a Libra, and I know my Venus is in Scorpio, and my rise is in Scorpio. So you gotta clock me and let me know my things and specifics. Anyway, I love you. Go eat the cakes. See you soon.
Oh my god. Adore Delano just oh my god. Just I can't even like think of words right now. Oh my god. Ah.
Oh, she's so lucky, smoking in hotels like nothing, crying by pools when it's sunny. Oh, how she's so lucky.
Hello, this is Chris Strickland, and today I'm going to be reading Adore Delano, born September 29th, 1989. Now, Adore is a Libra with a moon in Libra and is a Scorpio rising. This means Pluto rules Adore's chart. This planet takes a big effect on Adore, and it's in his first house, I believe. I don't know his time of birth, but I've kind of scooted around the chart to make it where Scorpio's the rising, and I think I got it right. So, and Pluto's in his first house too. That's a big deal. Lots of transformation throughout during his life. A lot of big, explosive events will happen in his life. It says it in his chart. Now, having a sun and moon in the same sign or conjunct, that's really good. That means you probably had a good childhood. You probably had a good relationship with both your parents. And yeah, that's probably the most desirable sun and moon placement is when they're together. Now, he has a Venus in Scorpio. Now, this takes that Libra, haha, kind of airheaded, no offense. Libra kind of makes them more serious, especially with love. It's making the affections passionate, strong, intense, sensual, and even he can be angry, possessive, jealous, and sometimes just downright cruel. Now, I don't believe that about Adore. I think Adore is a sweetheart, but these could be side effects of a Venus in Scorpio. And his Venus is also in the first house, I believe. That says a lot. That means you're beautiful. The first house is the self. So you come off very beautiful, very stunning in your face, and it's cool, it's raw, it's Scorpio. And even though Pluto's there, that makes it even better, a bigger impact on when he presents himself to people. This is why Adore is one of the fan favorites of RuPaul's Drag Race, and personally one of my favorites because when he walked into the room on that first episode, he was like, "I'm Adore and I'm a Libra." I was like, I fucking love this guy. And he's really cool. That Venus in Scorpio, it also kind of draws you to occult, psychic, metaphysics, things in that area. So he's naturally going to be attracted to that kind of stuff. And that's why you always hear him say, "I'm a Libra, what are you?" Because he cares, he knows, he studies people, and Libras, I'm sorry to say, have the best judgment, or they think they do, but they're usually pretty good at judging others and pretty fair at judging others. So when a Libra has Venus in Scorpio, they're going to look at astrology and be like, okay, and they're going to look at it fairly. They're not going to be like, this is bullshit. They're going to be like, okay, so this friend is that, and that other friend is this. Oh, well, that makes sense. Okay. Libras with Venus and Scorpios are going to give it a try and find out, yeah, astrology's real. So that's an awesome placement. He also has Chiron and Cancer, and a lot of people don't talk about Chiron. It's the wounded healer, and Chiron is where you were wounded in a past life. And in his chart, Chiron's in the ninth house in Cancer. So this tells me that in his past life, he was teaching something that got him killed, basically. His philosophy in his past life got him killed. And that's where his wounded healer is. So in this life, it's up to him to stand his ground on what he believes in and get past that lesson. Now, for the biggie, because Adore, if you're watching, you are going through a huge transit right now. You are going through one of three of your Saturn returns. You have one when you're 30, 60, and 90 if you make it. Look at it this way. When you're born, Saturn's somewhere in your chart. Saturn takes 30 years to go all the way around and go back to that same spot. So look at it as a parent that can't be with you for the first 30 years of your life. And this is a strict parent. When he comes back around, he's going to check on you. You have Saturn in Capricorn, and Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. So that's even more detrimental. You are in a phase in your life, and this phase lasts from December 2017 to December 2020. These 3 years of your life will be like homework, like work, work, work. You're going to be tested if you haven't already been tested. You are going to receive things and receive everything you ever wanted, and then you're going to lose everything you ever wanted, and then you're going to get it back, and it's just a roller coaster. That's what a Saturn return is. It's a roller coaster of lessons. So, December 17th through December 2020. I just got out of my Saturn return. I moved to Hollywood for almost a year, fell in love, got my heart broken, had to moved from California and I was admitted into a mental ward. So a Saturn return is a lot of ups and downs. That's just what I experienced during mine. I don't know what Adore is going through. So yeah, Adore, you're in your Saturn return. Step it the fuck up. Oh, and I just have to say that Whatever, the album, is like the best album ever. Don't go back to pop, please. We have enough queens doing that shit. Do the grunge, the whole Smashing Pumpkins, that kind of thing. Stick to that, please. I'm begging you, because that album is the shit. So also, Adore has his moon in the 11th house. Now, the 11th house is the public, how people see you in groups. So, with your moon there, people are just going to adore you. And it's right on the cusp of that 12th house. Now, I could have these a little off, but I'm thinking, yeah, it's in the 11th house. And you have your sun in the 12th house. Now, that is not easy. The 12th house is past life. Imagine every house being a room and a hallway. When you walk into the 12th house, you're going to walk into a room of fogginess. So it's not that Adore is stupid, it's that he's very psychic and he acts a lot on what he senses psychically rather than rationally. But being a Libra and having good judgment, kind of raises the bar on that, so it kind of balances out. But the 12th house is scary, and my Saturn's in the 12th house, and I had to go through my Saturn return through the 12th house. A lot of past life bullshit coming up. So with the sun in the 12th house, you're gonna have more of a Pisces persona or look about you. you'll look more like a fish. And I think Adore kind of looks like a fish. Pretty fish. The sun in the 12th house can be really confusing and hard for people. Anything in the 12th house is hard because you can't see what the fuck's in front of you. Things could get confusing in his life just as common sense could cloud him. And like I said, I'm not saying he's stupid. He just has sun in the 12th house. Another thing I wanted to add about Adore is with the Scorpio rising, he doesn't give a shit about shit. And he's, you know, he conveys this in his music, his personality. He doesn't want to be the prom queen. He wants to be the loser who makes a bunch of friends later in life. And I think he's beautiful just the way he is. So I think that about wraps it up. I hope I did justice to this astrology reading for Adore. If you're watching Adore, I love you. I adore you. And you better never quit what you're doing.
BUTTERFLY